Hello folks, it is Thursday, January 28th, which also happens to be my birthday, and I can't even tell if I'm mid-screen here or not, because I'm driving and I don't want to, holy crap, man, I'll tell you what, some of these people in Milwaukee are nuts. Not quite as bad as Atlanta or Chicago, but still a little bit nuts. Anyhow, I am almost to the hospital. I'm on 94 right now, going in to get some chemo. And so I'm passing the stadium right now, and I'll be there a couple more exits away, but I just thought I'd give you an intro. And had a pretty good morning so far. Got to go get some coffee. You're probably wondering about that weird sound. That's my ham radio. Got a little handheld ham radio that I've turned on, and what you're hearing is the radio transmitting via a mode or a service called APRS. It's a packet reporting system, and so those in, let's say, who are trying to do some emergency communications or dispatching and stuff can track people because my radio is set up through the APRS system. In fact, you can actually go to a website called APRS.FI, that's FI, Foxtrot India. And you can type in my call sign, which is KD9AQM, that's Kilo Delta Niner Alpha Quebec Mike, and you can actually track where I've been and where I am, which is kind of a neat thing. So if you're like dispatching resources and stuff like that, you can keep track of the people that you've got on radio. Anyway, yeah, I'm almost there. A couple more exits, and getting ready to get some chemo. Hopefully, they get my medication straightened out from last time, so I can get that other half of the chemo in the pill form that I'm supposed to be taking every day for this study. I hope they get that sorted out. So first thing I'll do is I'll go get my labs done. And then after my labs, I'm going to stop by the pharmacy there just to see if they've got anything ready for me. And if not, when I get up to get my chemo, I'm sure they'll have some more information for me as far as that goes. The stuff that I normally get usually is sent by mail because it's kind of a special trial type medication. It's not something that's usually available, pharmacy or not. So that's all I got for now. I will probably talk to you more when I get inside, and maybe I'll know a little bit more. All right, see you in a minute. So I'm in the labs waiting area, and this is an afternoon appointment. My labs are at 1, and the chemo's at 2. So I'm surprised. There's only about a half a dozen people in here, so the wait really shouldn't be that long. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that I just didn't curse myself. I'll try it again. So, got the labs a few minutes before my appointment. It was 1:15 when they called me in, and about 1:35 when they let me loose. So, not too bad.
Yeah, and nothing good. Yeah. I'm gonna go get that.
So, on the way to chemo. Nice and sunny today. That's good. Keep forgetting where it is. I can't remember if it's past the doors or... There it is. The Translational Research Unit. So the labs came back fine. They checked the white cells. They were really good, more than I expected, actually. And then checked the glucose. I told them I had a piece of cake before I came here, so those came back also normal. And the nurse said, eat chocolate cake every day. Okay, I can do that. So they're getting the pre-meds now, and as soon as I take that, 1 hour later, I can get the chemo and then fly home. So there we go. See you in a little bit. So remember when I said I hope I didn't curse myself? Alright, guess I cursed myself. So most of my labs came back okay, and then the nurse came in a little bit later and said that my calcium was a little bit high. So they're going to give me some Zometa to take it down. I always thought Zometa was used to raise it up if it was too low. Anyway, I'll have to look that up later. Also, with the Zometa, which takes 15 minutes to get there via IV, they also said I needed to have fluids with that, 2 hours of fluids. So we'll see if they can bump that up a little faster, but I've always been told that fluids are for people who are dehydrated or something. I've had Zometa many times and required no extra fluids, so I don't know what they're doing here. Hopefully they know what they're doing and everything works out. I did get a number to call for the Pomalist folks. It's another lab, or a distribution lab, and they said that the order was in. Well, I guess my nurse said the order was in a couple of days ago, but I needed to call them because they needed to speak to me. Typically, they do a survey and stuff, then they ship it out. I called them. They say they're still waiting on an authorization from the doctors. So again, it looks like nobody's talking to each other. So anyhow, I'll tell them that, and hopefully they can get that straightened out, and then hopefully those people will call me, or somebody will tell me to call them later. So, seems like it's a little bit of a cluster, and it's 3 o'clock now. 30 minutes before I can get my chemo, and then if the fluids and stuff are done, then I'll be able to leave right after the chemo. But if not, then I'll have to wait for the fluids to be done. So potentially could be waiting, 4:35, I don't know. And then, an hour and a half drive, so happy birthday to me. Whatever. Every chemo day, whether it's, a half a day or whatever, I always just check it off the list of getting anything done, so it doesn't really matter a whole lot, except probably traffic will be a little bit heavier later rather than now, so whatever. Hey, it's alright though. I'll update you later. Okay, so all done now. It's right at 4 o'clock. It's 4:03 it looks like. So got my Zometa infusion and got the extra liquids they wanted. Yeah, in the car here, about ready to roll out. And they did give me a little birthday card. Isn't that sweet? And they went around and all the folks in there signed it, wished me a happy birthday. So I thought that was kind of cool. And now I get to get out of here and get home and get me a big burrito or something. We'll see. All right, well, that's it for this trip. Hopefully it's an uneventful ride home. If it's not, I'll update you. And if it is, this is the end, my friend. See you next time. Bye-bye.